today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Sanders first carry of the game.
Let's go.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Oh, come on. Why are you catching the ball like that?
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Come on. Let's go. Touchdown.
Inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham, 37 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And
he was trying to run it.
Down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, dang, he still got it.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, Murray.
Oh, come on.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone
Man,
else
they are
beat
going
me
down the field on
and let
us.
him shred my defense.
And he gets it down to the 32. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger
Man,
game.
come on.
Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's Drake. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Murray finds the open target, Arnold.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
Man, come on. Y'all could have get that. That pass.
Are going to have first and goal as they try to
Oh
finish
my
off
goodness.
this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed.
What? Y'all just leaving him just wide open.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, I think I probably might transition to play like middle linebacker or something. He's just standing there. Y'all not even trying to pick him up and cover him.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had
What
3
the heck?
catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's
Let's go.
the 30.
Dang,
Room
they
to
got
run
me.
at the 50. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
He is open every time, whether it be in man zone or whatever. He is open.
Mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately,
that was close enough.
keeping it away from
You stay back in the play on the ball.
really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This to Arnold on the short pass. And this
finally a 3 and out.
Get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's complete to Ward.
Let's go.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, here's Sanders.
Damn.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down, here's Hurts.
Oh, come on. I would try to give it to the running back.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
What?
And the throw there gonna be
You fired. You no longer on the team.
Guys are featured receivers. They move all
How
over
the heck
place
you
to
dropped
try to
that?
find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
We got that.
And this is good.
Yep, 17-7.
57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, man, he trying to run it.
And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play.
Oh, my goodness. Get your ass on the ground.
At the quarterback position.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh.
Shotgun now from Murray.
Oh, man. They got me at that one.
That's Arnold. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2 minutes.
There and a first down. And we've
2-minute warning
in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throw left side complete.
Oh, my goodness. Forward tackling on my part.
He's inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Forced out to
oh, my goodness.
Left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Murray now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half might provide a psychological boost. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Oh, screen.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Murray to air it out again.
Man, what the heck? Y'all just standing there. What the free? And they get the ball back in the 2nd half.
Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at RE. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the toss, Drake going left. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Duke Riley, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think he can get out of.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent.
Oh, man. I was not trying to do that.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Murray again. This
Got
is
him.
great. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
Got him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. His throw right around the 6. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
Oh, come on. I'm about to say that better be a touchdown.
The Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Come on. That should have been intercepted.
Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray again. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
Damn.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use
Out
his
of free.
legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Murray steps away. He's going to take off.
Man, fumble the ball. How is he how did he not fumble the ball yet in this game?
Talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Evans.
Oh, man.
And
they got it.
The 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal.
Man, that's out of bounds.
But it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're going for it. Hits
Dang, how? Y'all just leave him just wide open just like that.
Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Damn.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
Woo, nice run.
Which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on
First
the
down.
ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Oh, let's go.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line.
I was just trying to run out of clock.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders.
Yeah, it's a good touchdown.
It's
fine.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push
They still
further
need
out in front.
about 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal to get up ahead of us.
I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Man, come on. He cannot be that fast. Oh, boy. Ooh, lucky you. But no, he cannot be that fast in real life, man. Like, come on, man.
Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard
DeAndre.
game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
From the gun, Murray. Wow.
Man, that's out of bounds.
And defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Man, that is bull jive. How the
but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got that.
Operating from the gun. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. From the gun. Murray.
Yes, interception.
And it's intercepted at the goal.
Oh, my God. Why are you running out of the end zone?
And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Man.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch counter.
Man, just run upfield, man. They'll keep prancing around.
This time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. now Sanders. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.